And welcome everyone to Three Guys Making Comics, episode 19, the
Yeah.
podcast that goes over the ups and the downs of the comic book creation process. I am David Omar Lopez, and I am a comic book artist.
Hello, I'm ALberto Doriguzzi. I'm an Italian comic book artist. By day I work, but by night I dive into ink, paper, and screen tones like an old school maniac. Arr.
And my name is Lech Kaminski from Poland. And I think I have a catchphrase just for today. I've heard it somewhere. It goes like this: strong as an owl and smart as a bull.
Hey, and son of Stanley.
That's an in joke, yeah.
It's a internal joke, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to share.
So here we are. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
finally, the climate fiction anthology came out with my cover, which is it's always fun to have something of yours published.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were talking congratulations. I think you're the most published of all of us. Yeah, like how many covers do you have now with those
55.
anthologies, or is it a journal? Yeah.
This one is a fourth. Like, it's the first
Fourth.
anthology. It's over 400 pages thick.
Nice.
Normally, the magazines, the White Raven, are roughly like 230 pages thick. So 3 of those and another one coming. Right.
That's
so
cool. Yeah. Congrats.
Yes, exactly.
Cheers.
It's always nice to have art on paper, right? When you can touch it.
Exactly. Yeah. In fact, you can actually, like, not this book, but the magazines you can get in PDF. But I don't find anything fun in reading something that is not physical. Like,
Okay.
I need a comic book in my hand. I need a book in my hand. And this one is just it's not a draft. It's pretty advanced drawing for the Conan. It's just a random pictures. One of mine that will be inked physically, obviously. Not finished. I'm still thinking of adding a few things. I couldn't finish by today. So this is the progress I've got so far. And well, we'll see if I don't get kicked out of Substack or whatever. And because today, a few hours ago, I logged into Facebook, and it didn't allow me to log in. And the last thing I was sharing, I remembered, was the detective one with the long legs of the go dancer. And well, I was wondering if they blocked me on Facebook, but I think I think they were just checking, because it was locked for a very short period, like several hours, but now it's unlocked again. So I will test how far they will let me go towards the,
I was going to say that we usually don't do any edits on this show. It's just we record it, then we just publish it. This is the first episode. We might have to do some post edits and put some sort of like a banner there, just to be on the safe side. Maybe we'll see.
Put like a black square over the
Alberto he's designing it on the side.
Okay. I will put a naked woman over a naked woman, so we are fine, right?
Yeah, naked. Yeah,
dancing one.
Yes, like.
There's a little bit of sweat coming down my forehead right now. It's like we'll see what Substack says about it.
Okay, I took it off the screen.
Other than, I mean, the composition is pretty cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with Conan holding a big old snake's mouth open. So Great job.
and chains. Well,
And
that's
chains,
old
yeah.
school. That's old school. I like old school. Like, if anyone has ever read any kind of Conan, he will be on board with what I'm drawing here. If someone doesn't understand anything about Conan or read Sonia, then they might be a bit disturbed, I guess. Yeah.
Well, for Frazetta has stuff that has way more stuff there, and that stuff is like in art museums. So, hey, it's all relative, right?
Yes, exactly.
Definitely. Oh, in art, everything is relative.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Cheers.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'll go second this time around, sharing my screen. Okay. So, yeah, just to, you just saw it right now, like was using Comics Flow to show off his art there, the Conan artwork. And that's what we're using on our end to showcase our art for us to critique and share, but also for ourselves to go over the details of deadlines and other items that Comics Flow can help you take control over. And I've shown this tutorial multiple times, multiple weeks, maybe 19 times. It's 19 episodes in, but it's always nice to see it. It's always good to show the simple way of doing it, and hopefully you all can dive in and start using it yourselves and help out your deadlines, or at least take control of some of the stress of organizing your comic work in your brain. Next would be ALberto. He did this graphic. This was for 3 planes. It's been about a week and a couple of days, and yeah, we funded in about 2 days. For our initial goal was to cover shipping and printing costs for the book. So now we're trying to get more funds so we can start producing issue number 2, pay off the colors, pay the colors to start working on it, pay the letterer to get ready for issue 2, writer and artist. So that's where we're hoping to get at this point. And yeah, we've been doing pretty well. There's a lot of support. I took off the volume for this, but you can see this on some of my socials. It's pretty much saying our stretch goals. We have stretch goals now, meaning when we get to a certain number, we start producing items that will go along with the physical tiers of the Kickstarter campaign. So for this one, our first tier was 3,000. The funding would be 3,000, and we would release a bookmark of the warrior character. And I just produced this quick video. I mean, it's just, that's pretty much it. There's a song behind there, but I don't want to get a copyright. Whatever.
Yes, true.
But yeah, you can go on any of my socials and it pops up there. But yeah, that's a little reel to congratulate the people that have backed it and ourselves for reaching that $3,000 mark. And getting into the Kickstarter campaign, yeah, we're at 3,052.
Nice.
73 backers, which is amazing. And we still have about 2.5 weeks to go, something like that. I can't do math, but if you go on there, you also see that John sent out an update this morning showing that we've crossed the goal number 1 for the bookmark. And actually, I have a bookmark here, right? I've been showing it. I got this one on Free Comic Book Day. This is a mask bookmark, but it'll look pretty close to something like this. So we got that going in there. The next step would be we want to produce a print of page 5 and 6, which is a double page spread that shows the death of the old bridge and the birth of the new bridge, which is the protagonist of the book, issue 1. So we hope to get to 4,000 and give everybody who has a physical tier the bookmark and then a print, and hopefully we might get to the cardstock cover for the deluxe edition. And who knows what's in here?
What a cardstock cover? Sorry, what a cardstock?
Oh, cardstock cover. A floppy has you can kind of bend it. Okay. A cardstock is almost a cardboardish cover.
Okay.
So a thick cover. So it makes it look fancier,
Yes, of course.
So a lot of comics have like a thicker cardstock cover, and we're hoping to get to do that for the deluxe version
That's
when we hit
cool.
5,000.
Yes, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, guys! Give money to David and make it happen.
I took a sip of coffee to let Alberto take over some. He's been helping us with marketing.
No, but I mean
Uh,
the poster was very cool. I love the 2 pages, double page there. I mean, it's
yeah.
one of the amazing first thing I saw. I mean, you made it one at the beginning. It was just a simple page, then becomes a double page, and it's very cool. I love it. So a poster will be an amazing thing to have. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I wanna put it behind me in my living room. So next time you see me, hopefully by the end of the campaign, you'll see a big print of that instead of this ugly painting that's back here. But yeah, we need to get to 4,000 to get that going, to get that print there. So hopefully I can get one too. So I'm looking forward to it. And on that note, for this week, I'm not really supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway, which is so far on the Kickstarter campaign, and we can go back to we can go up to, what is it, the campaign itself. You can see pages up to 8. Yeah, page 8. So I will be showing page 9.
Hey,
Bravo.
Yeah.
So we didn't discuss this, but I wanted to show something cool on the podcast. And on top of celebrating the bookmark, how about just a flavor of what comes after this scene, which is the bridge and the warrior talking about what happened to the old bridge and what they're about to expect. Who is this guy? What's going on? So the next page is here on Comics Flow. So I'm going to show the initial version and then get to the final. And it's not going to be color yet because, yeah, these are all in process of getting color on them. But so this is what I initially send out to John based on what we should be doing after that page. And in this page, I really wanted to have a big, huge panel, not do another splash or double page splash, but show a big splash of, and you can't really tell unless I describe it, like the warrior running ahead of the bridge. And I wanted to really showcase the people that are in this, how people look here. I think that's not a big spoiler, but sorry, I'm just going to refer back to this one. I could do that in Comics Flow, but when you go back here, you'll see there's little people here, right?
Yes.
And they have like a crystal kind of look to them here. So that's the way in the in-between humans look like. And that's the way she's seeing the world right now. So for this page, I wanted to kind of get deeper into what these things are, even though I just spoiled it. And that they're running in place. There's a bunch of crowd people there. She's asking questions. He's kind of answering as they're going. So I tell the guys, this is basically a talking heads page, which would usually just be a lot of panels with the heads talking to each other back and forth, different perspectives and angles. But I wanted to add another layer of storytelling, which is let's get deeper into what these humans are or what these creatures are in the in-between. And that's what I did here. And at the end, for the cliffhanger of the page turn, I had one of the crystal people, as we call them in this in-between realm, sort of walk into the bridge, and then she misses, and then it misses her, and then she asks, why is this person or this thing just walking straight into me? And I mean, if I spoil a little bit more, it's the way that she's perceived in the real world and how that looks in the in-between. So there's all the rationale, how we're trying to help people understand how the in-between works, and this is that type of page. But it gets clear as we go. I changed a bunch of elements. Once John and I get together, we talk about, is this the best shot to show what we're trying to show? Blah, blah, blah for the other panels. And then it gets a bit more tighter. This is probably from the roughs to more of a pencil stage, even though I'm penciling with the inks. You can see that from my last one, I decided to go close up on them and then have the people kind of be wrapped around them. And then you could see the kind of whatever the in-between structures look like, much better than just having all that. And then I did some shots of them running to kind of do the talking head part, would be more about them in action. So there's action poses as they're talking to each other. The blue here is that I was working on the foreground items, and I put this at blue so it wouldn't confuse me as I'm drawing it. And of course, a lot of I'm learning about from our letterer. I'm learning about leaving a lot of negative space there, because before that, his head probably would have been here and her head would have been there.
Okay.
But I'm leaving a lot of space there, a lot of space there. And these are kind of silent panels. But then for the final, I stretched this part into another page that I'm not going to show today, but who knows if I'll show it next week or some other day. But then we get to the final product. And yeah, it's just tightened up, better design on the background, much cooler design than that. The people here, I really like that they have these weird shadows.
Cool.
So yeah, you can, her face was fixed a bit. She's kind of running, so it's kind of to the side. So hers going to the side, she's kind of indifferent. She doesn't really know what's going on. He's very determined, so he's facing almost the audience, but still keeping an eye on her. Here, still explaining about what's going on. She's kind of angry here. And then the part where the guy walks towards her, I stretched it out. I gave it an extra beat. And instead of her being kind of looking around here, and then this guy pops up, I made it 2 panels here where she's looking around, but more space for lettering. And then the what is it? The cliffhanger is the man coming up to her, almost like he's gonna attack her, right? Like he's coming straight at her. Versus this thing where you see the result afterwards. I think it had more tension to put it at the end and then go into the next page to show that the character misses her. And I'm spoiling something, but I think it's still early in the book. It's not too much of a spoiler. Hopefully I don't get into too much trouble, but that's all I want to share for this week. I may get fired from the book, who knows?
I like that you're thinking also about the space for the balloons and everything. I usually don't think too much, and then I need to take my sketches and move around to having space. It's always interesting that you're thinking at the beginning about the balloons, which should be a normal thing. I usually never do that, and I always.
Well, let's. I'll share real quick, just because let's illustrate that. Sorry. If we go back to the campaign, and you'll see where I should have been better at it, but our letterer, Pat, did an excellent job, but you can see that he's doing his best here, right? He's trying to make sure all the
it's a lot of text. Yes,
you see the overlap here. He made it work because he's a pro, but it's still. I told him, okay, I'll make sure I leave more room next time for that. So that's how you learn your lesson, because you got to work with other people that are probably not upset at you, but kind of going like, oh my, okay, let's see. So anyway.
It's true. Anyway, nice page, man. Can't wait to see the colors on it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I haven't seen them yet.
Lech, are you thinking about balloons placed or?
Yeah, I always do, because it's actually the first thing that I put on my page. I just scribble the layout of the page, and then I put all the balloons with all the text. And knowing that, I finish the page. I finish the layout. So I pretty much start with balloons.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm the worst one of the three, right?
Well, you're doing it yourself, so you can only get angry at yourself. So
no.
Yeah, once.
The point is that when you're just on the table and you're drawing, and then you scan it and then say, "Fuck, I need to have a long dialogue here. How I make it?" Sometimes it's better to be just a bit more organized at the beginning. And I agree with Lech. It's a good idea. I mean, the Japanese, I think they work with editors in that way. Just they think about the story, but they just lay out the dialogues, at least some idea of dialogue. So they know how much space they will need, and they don't have surprises at the end, like me.
And the good thing is that if like what Lech does is putting the balloon first, you don't have to draw anything under that. It's like the balloon's going to go there, and I don't know where he's going to put the balloon, so I have to draw every detail around the people. And I wish there was a big balloon covering this section of the perspective or whatever. Yeah,
true.
But also, balloons take away. I mean, they are kind of heavy or light, depending on whether or not the background is dark or not. But they impact how you see the page. And for me, that's important because if I want kind of to contrast the weights on the page, those balloons are something that I can't add later on because it will kind of disrupt the idea rather than help it. So I need to have them first. I verbally can't do it any other way because I can't predict into the future what it's going to look like. And kind of omit it, you get me? Like I have to put them just to visually understand what's going on.
Yes, but if I can critique something, I know that you too don't put so many sound effects on the page, right?
I don't. Yeah, that's something.
How dare you hurt my feelings?
sorry, man. It's just
I'm working on it.
I will say who is fault here. It's Daniel Warren Johnson, because I like sound effects and I like to see him making it. And I said, okay, I want to make it too like his style, with directly on paper and not later digital on Photoshop, because I like it more. And after that, I saw that many artists forget about them because usually, for example, Savage Dragon, it's digital and put it after the page. So I understand that Eric Larsen lays out the page, draw it, inked it, boom, finished. But then someone puts sound effects over, which is cool. But honestly, I prefer the other. So I know that people just do it that way. So
I brought up that comment to John, the writer of Three Planes, and him being the writer came up with an idea quickly. He's like, "Oh no, well the in between it's an echo chamber or a void of no, like in the in between world there is no. It's like almost like pitch quiet."
Okay,
and I'm like, excellent. But yeah, there's good. Well, not to spoil too much, but they will appear in the real world, and there will be some action. And he did say, let's make Pat the letterer do stuff. But I'm not gonna. I think I'm gonna let him do it. The letterer do the. He does some cool lettering, so I'll let him figure that out because I'm not good at it yet.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, my turn. So let's just. No, fuck. I. Sorry.
But you're working on that website, so.
Yes, I was just because I wanted to draw more this week, but I have a good excuse. So I've started chapter 2 of Rocket Code, which you can but can't see here because it just sketches on paper. So I'm officially drawing on it. But this week I promised the guys from the TCBF, which is a Treviso Comic Book Festival here in my city, which is an important comic book festival, to help them with the site. So I just wanted to. This is the old site; it's not my stuff here. But the point is that they asked me last year. Then they are always late, and this time I was late. So the stuff just goes later. And this week they called me and said, okay, how is the site going? Can we just move on? And say, okay. So I'm starting to work at it, and this takes time. It's just a WordPress stuff, and because I'm a web developer and I love comics, I say yes to helping them with their stuff for free, of course, because everything on this festival is for free. So yes, that's my excuse why I haven't finished one single page this week. And the second excuse is that I sent my pages to the Kodansha award here for trying to be seen as to an editor and find an editor in Japan. The idea is to send your stuff. They are trying to find artists all over the world, and the first 100 will have a nice comment from editors, which will give a critique of the pages. And the first one will win official editor that can just help him to maybe in the future get published in Japan, but he will be officially have an editor. And he receive a bit of money, not so much, but decent, just a bit of money, and 2-year license of Clip Studio, which is fine, I think, as an idea. But my point was just trying to have a comment from, as I said last week, from the editor, a Japan editor. So what does that mean? That means that I needed to take the pages and every one of them remove any kind of pencil that you could see, so clean every page and make them more make the all blacks. There were a lot of grays, and all white, because sadly there were some yellow spots and dirt here and there. And what does that mean? That means that I needed to take some time and put my pages on Photoshop. For example, here, let me say here, as you can see here, you can see where my black ink covers the screen tones, right? And there's a difference. And you need just to make that the black will be completely black, no gray spots or points or whatever, and the white will need to be white. So I just create an action in Photoshop, which makes what? Create a second layer, okay, in multiply, which is currently not visible because it's very strong, and I needed to be sure that the final result was not too black. And I create a hue saturation level, so makes they remove any color, and if there is a blue for the ink line, because sometimes when you scan pages, black becomes blue. So saturation was removed completely, and I add a curves level. So as you can see, it makes just things it cleans up a bit of the. Whoops. Sorry, it's not so speedy. Here it is. That's before and that's after. Here it's just I just create an action, but then for every page I needed to change a bit and make it more right for the current page, right? So for example, here I just need to just something like this, which removes all the white spots, but I must take care of the other parts, because in that way maybe I just lose some parts. So it's just a balance stuff. And also for removing that kind of errors from the screen tones, I just find out that here the spot healing brush tool, not strong, remove tool. What was it? No, I was right. Sorry, spot peeling. Yes, the first tool here, spot. If I go to the page, and you can see it just fixed. Now it's on the fly, but as you can see, it works. Of course, what does it mean? That every time I add screen tones, I must be sure to find the spot where there are something wrong and clean it and remove it and fix it. So it takes me 2 and more evenings and nights, honestly, to finish. But at the end, I'm happy of the results. So here you can see. Let me just take the page. Not this one. Let me just share a show like.
What's the tool you're using? You said spot healing tool?
Yes,
on Photoshop.
Yes, let me just spot healing brush tool. Yes.
Oh, okay. It looks like a Band-Aid.
Yes, exactly.
When you have an injury.
It sees what's around the spot, and it fills the zone with the same context. Okay, it's
Good,
very strong.
Because I used the clone tool before. The
Yes,
clone,
I used
like a
to
stamper.
use it too, but this is better in this case.
Okay,
Better. This works better.
good to know.
And it's credible. In some pages, there were just so crazy mistakes, and I just brush it, and everything was
Nice.
perfect. So thank you very much. This takes a lot of times to do with the clone. So I'm very happy.
Mhm.
As seen here, for example, you see before and after. Sorry, that's the final, and that's before. Yeah, as you can see here, the gray area are removed, and white is white, and black is black. Still some errors here and there, like here. Stupid me, I forgot to remove the line, but it's okay. It's fine. And for example, also on the double page here, Lech in a private session told me about the multiply label, which I used here. But the point is that if I just use curves and multiply label, it becomes too dark. So in this case, I just show the multiply label. So as you can see, it's very strong with the darks. But here on the U4, the I-plane, I needed to remove it because it was too much and it was too dark. It becomes almost black everywhere. So you just need to find a balance.
That looks beautiful, man.
That's right.
That looks like a straight out of a Japanese manga.
Thank you very much. Yes,
so good job on that.
Thank you.
The ship, the gradient on the ship from the top to the bottom looks so awesome.
Yes, it's interesting.
With the teeth,
this one
or whatever
the video about me putting screen tones on this on spaceship has 11,000 views. It's one of my most.
Wow.
I ask myself, why is people so interested?
The spaceship, yeah.
Yes, the spaceship, maybe. I don't know. It was.
Oh, congratulations on that. Jeez. I get like 200 max.
Yes, me too. I mean, it's hard to have 1,000, right? And this one really hits, and I don't know why, honestly. I mean, maybe for the spaceship, but it's not so interesting for me. But maybe people just like it. I don't know. So yes,
you can't predict what you can't predict what people are gonna. When you open a page, like I've said it before, you think they're all gonna go over one panel and go, look at that panel, and then they end up liking some little small.
True.
Like the composition of a little small panel.
That's true.
So you don't know until you release it. Yeah.
So yes, I finished the package. I exported all image in grayscale because you just need to export every page in the right way and send it to Kodansha. And in August we will see what happens if I win or not. I mean, I'm sure not winning, but I really hope to be on the first 100. So to have a critique.
Well, if you win, send me over the Clip Studio license if you don't want.
Okay.
I could use it because I'm paying monthly.
Yes, because I have just both the one time, so I don't need it. So it's okay. We can talk about this later.
Sure.
So, and last thing, as I told last time, I just working on issue 2, which is on my backpack. You can see. I wanted to share anyway some pages that I'm working on, and sadly, I added 2 more pages to the issue because I didn't know how to compress some action in the end, but I want to stay on 24 pages, not on 26 like first issue. So I need to rework some stuff, but I'm having a lot of fun, as I told you last week. Really a lot of fun, and so I'm just I was thinking about all the story, and my idea was to make 10 to 12 issues, but because I have some interesting ideas, and I think that I need a bit more space to develop that, and I'm telling myself maybe I should just make the story a bit longer and go to the 15 issues. Of course, that is my idea. If I publish the first story and the second one and no one buys it, then the thing will just go in another direction. but the idea is just to make it a bit longer. So we will see. And here it's just a moment of action where the hero shows his cyborg parts, and then there's let's just say a fight. But this is spoiler free, so I will stop here. So and yes, that was my. And before we go, I want also to make sure the tip of the week. Maybe you have just saw it, Prima. Have you seen Prima, the cartoon?
I know about it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, guys, you must see it. It's very brutal and very cool, action oriented, of course. Every episode is just 5 minutes, I think, long. So it's short, but it's very creative. They don't speak; they just scream, and yes, there's no speaking, and it's very action oriented. So blood, dinosaurs, fights, monsters, and
Wow.
I mean, I wanted to show it because I was just cleaning and I found one of my old Inktober, and
Oh,
I
nice.
made
Oh,
a drawing.
nice.
I mean, it's not perfect, but I like it a lot, and I put screen tones, and it's from years ago, from an old Inktober, but I like it a lot. It's about the hero of the Prima. So
Man, this is
Wow.
great.
Thank you very much.
It feels a lot like my Conan. Like
Yes, the idea was to have
it's exciting, really.
yes, exactly. Just this type of which is a bit different, honestly, in the cartoon. But I liked the idea, so who cares? It's just an Inktober, right? Having fun.
Nice.
So you haven't seen it? It's the tip of three guys making comics. Go and watch it.
The tip of the week,
Pick of the week, yeah, exactly.
or the choice of the week. Pick a, yeah.
That's okay,
Pick
the
sounds
choice
better.
of the week.
We're workshopping. We're working out segments on the air live.
exactly. Hey, we must.
I was
have new
gonna
followers.
talk about while you were talking about kind of adding pages.
Yes.
I was reading about it reminded me of an article I read on Substack today about that they call American comics. I can see it here. It's a compression heavy medium, which means that you have so limited space, but you want to say so much. But the art of the comic in America with 22 pages, not a big graphic novel, is that you have to compress all the story you want to say in one issue into those pages. And I think the freedom of you being on your own is that you can add 2 pages, but a lot of people don't have that. That's
Yes,
just part of the working class of comics, the professionals that are doing it for big corporations. One 20-page issue, another 20-page issue. So I guess we should be happy about that. Is the point that we can add more if we need it.
absolutely. I mean, maybe if I had an editor here, he would just kick me and said, "What you're talking about? We will make."
Well, I
an
think
issue."
I think that's what the editors from Japan are going to tell you.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Of course.
It's like it should be 17 pages.
Yes.
Yeah, more kicks.
More chicks, more emotions, because I remember when I
Chicks,
meet
kicks, chicks, kicks, and let's not say the third one.
No, but I remember that the emotion part was very important for them. When I saw my old comics, they said it lacks on emotions. Emotions are important. People need to understand what's going on, what the feeling of the characters is. And I asked myself, okay, but is written? Maybe I'm not ready now. Maybe I hope now that my story has a bit of emotions, but we will see.
What I always tell you, if they come back with negative comments, just block them. Block the whole block the whole publishing company.
Okay.
You are blocked. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah,
So,
I mean, sending out. I'm gonna say we can say we don't do anything, but when Lech is getting stuff ready for a cover and getting it production ready, and you're getting your stuff production ready, and I did that too for many pages for 3 planes, getting them the sizing correct and all that for the letter. That's actually harder work than just sitting down and sketching, because it's like busy work, right? Office work, like stuff that makes your brain not feel pleasure. You're like, this sucks. But it has to be done to put it on paper. Yeah,
it's true.
So we did a lot this week, guys.
Yes, that's true. Exactly. After the podcast, I was thinking, yes, honestly, I made just enough this week, right? But I really need to go back to the table because drawing
to making comics. Yeah.
yes,
making
makes
the
me
comics.
happy. Yes. So, okay, I think that's
right.
all for today, guys. As usual, people as following us, love your pets, read more comics, ours especially, and like and follow us here and on socials as usual. And we will see us next week as usual. Cheers.
Cheers.
And have a great week
Yes.
with comics.
Ah.